Yes, sir. What's up, guys?
Yes. This DJ will kick the floor in three, two, one.
Hello and welcome to Randoms. We're getting used to this. I'm sure we're getting used to this. Yeah, it's Randoms time. Please make sure that you like and subscribe, and please check other channels like Mzansi if you're not part of Mzansi Reality. As you can see the logo there, that is one of the other channels that we have. So this is the main channel, which is Mzansi, and then we have Randoms.
Yes.
So please subscribe on both channels. Doesn't take that much. You just have to press subscribe on both and then press the notification on both.
And you can also go to the community tab. I have links there with videos of stories that we cover that side. They are a little bit more serious.
And for those who are asking themselves why we come this side with
Reviews.
episodes finishing, if you're missing some episode, go to Mzansi Reality. They are there.
Oh, yes.
This is just to finish up everything. We're finishing on this one.
Yeah.
So we haven't skipped anything that was good on television, other than we stopped completely if it was bad.
Or if we are not getting the vibe, Yabo. It happens that, because reviewing, we do it with passion, right? We do it with sincerity. So we're not going to drag a show that we can see clearly it's not going anywhere. So it's exhausting talking about a show that is boring.
Well, let's see what we have. Ungenwa, episode 11 and 12.
Nganele.
Nganele. Sorry. Nganele. Smashed together.
Yeah, we're going to try and cover it as fast as we possibly can. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Randoms. Thank you so much for joining us this side. And please do the right thing. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel so that we can, grow and stuff. So Gcina and Sabelo, they were in therapy. And the therapist asked why Sabelo didn't want Gcina to wear white. Apparently, Gcina wanted everybody to dress in white at her baby's funeral that passed on. My condolences regarding that. I know it wasn't easy. However, this wearing of white situation, Sabelo's family was not feeling it at all, to such an extent that they were even organizing that they are going to wear black instead in the WhatsApp group. And Gcina was saying that she felt offended because they did that. They made that decision that they're going to wear black without consulting with her. And in my head, I was thinking, just like she went to the morgue without consulting Sabelo's mother or anything, but asikho lapho. She didn't want a big funeral, and the family felt like the funeral needed to be big because they are a big family, right? They wanted to invite big family members, but Gcina didn't want that. And Sabelo says that the therapist noticed something. The therapist noticed that the families are not getting along, and according to him, Gcina is the one who's causing the division. And Sabelo says that Gcina doesn't want to admit every time she's wrong, and Gcina also says she feels forced to go to Sabelo's family. So it's a whole lot of mess. Okay, that therapy session was a whole lot of mess. So the therapist at the end gave them a list of tasks to do. They attempted to do the tasks when they got home, and the therapist gave them a list of things that they needed to do. When they were doing those exercises, it was all cute and nice, And then Gcina's list requirements that she said she needed from Sabelo, and he says Sabelo doesn't listen to her, and Sabelo is like, no, but I know what you're going to say before you say it. And Gcina says, look, she doesn't agree with that.
I do feel like that too, most of the time when Gcina speaks.
You feel like you already know what she's going to say.
Yeah, like the fact that she doesn't like the family, she's always going to be pushing to that direction. Like, her things are simple. She wants to cut the cord. And that is the problem. She's always trying to find something against the family. And Sabelo knows that. So not to say it's suppressing Gcina, but there's nothing that comes out of her mouth on television that makes a bit of sense.
Not just sense, that shows positivity and love towards the family that raised her husband, you know. It would be nice to see her complimenting instead of criticizing all the time. Isn't there one good thing that she can pick that this family has done for her?
No,
Not even one.
It's giving me the vibes of which for me it looks like Sabelo Mnandi, Yonkinti Vakrend, and probably main reason. Ngabukdala Pumile Gubuk Sabelo is just a normal guy who's 8 to 4, maybe working hard jobs. I don't think Gcina will happen. I'm not. That's my thinking. I'm not saying that. But in my thinking, she's a low-key slay queen.
It's always been, guys, don't be shocked. From episode 1 of Makoti, are you the one? It's always been Miss Anonymous' opinion. It's always been this way. So don't get shocked if you are new and you're like, what is going on? And you're a fan of Gcina because she's developing a fan club, eh? People
normal.
love her.
It's normal. There are people who are aspiring to be slay queens. It's a lot of them who are lazy to work for themselves, who want to actually take kids out of their father's company during the day, not respecting work hours. Just because the father owns the company, you can just go and take the kid out of that company. It's a lot of them. We have a lot of Mitlalis and a lot of, you know.
Well, Gcina says that Sabelo doesn't listen and he must stop forcing a family relationship between herself and his family. And Sabelo was begging him, please call my mother. Please communicate. And this is what I kept stressing with regards to Gcina. I do not see her making an effort when it comes to Sabelo's mother. That lady is very important in her life. I know she doesn't want to believe that.
I blame Sabelo. I blame Sabelo. You know what Sabelo is supposed to do? He's got money. Mm-hmm. And this woman would do anything that Sabelo wants. I'm telling you. Sabelo needs to find a way of making her go there. Because, as I said, for me, now, it's not there for love or whatsoever.
I'm forced.
Listen, me and Angewien, Benzo to go home. For the whole year, I'm going to come visit you. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you. Once I see that you're like that, because either way, then I lose you, because your intentions are not good with my family. Or you do what I ask you to do. You respect women that are showing respect to your family. You can't respect someone who does not respect your family. But yet they want to choose you as this odd member. What is special about you? Money, obviously. You are the source of money. So, I mean, they are going to choose you.
Money is very important.
Not saying that that's the case with me, but all I'm saying is that I've just said what I said. Money is
very important. Let's not minimize the importance of it. It's very important.
So use it to bargain.
Use it to bargain.
Tell her to go home.
Okay.
Chill at home. Make her a nanny at home. If anything, just do whatever. Because vele, I mean, labantu that are there for money. Just, I don't understand. You have money, you have power. You still want to keep them like a handbag. You can get 3 of them. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow. But Sabelo yamthanda. How?
Don't
Gcina.
Take away those companies and take away everything that Sabelo has. Take the house away.
She's out.
Give him an RDP.
I don't see her staying for that. I don't see her staying for the poverty. No.
Why is it hard for guys to see if that is the case?
I don't know.
Is it not being street smart?
I don't know. I feel like maybe he felt like she's the most beautiful that he's ever had, or something like that. It happens.
He's playing around. Sekhona bo Mihlali, more than Sekhona. There's everyone here, man. Bo faith in case are running away, as we are told. Find some faith in cases somewhere, kai. Baning.
Where just Wami, I get. So Sabelo also was like, you know what, you need to call my mom. And also Gcina has another request that I found very cringy. Whenever Sabelo's family visits, they need to let her know in advance.
See, I'm black, you know.
People just show up.
That's me. I'm black.
Family just shows
I
up.
don't care about the rules of what marriage that we have, this English thing. I don't care about that. I've seen
The house
people of
is
no
big
color
enough.
doing that. I've seen it. It's okay for them. It works for them. But I was told, I grew up badging on my neighbors when they were eating and I would eat. That's how I grew up. Do you understand?
Yes.
I didn't grow up in an environment that is exclusive. I would be eating at home. My neighbors would come. We would share the same plate if the food was already dished.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So
I
cannot
completely understand.
I cannot now all of a sudden try to cater for Western ways of living. I can have the money. I can have everything. My belief is that someone visits your home, they leave a blessing. So I'm not going to let anyone take that blessing away from me.
We are Africans, okay? You will need to accommodate a family member at some point at random. You know,
The
without
houses-
them. And it happens. We are Africans. I
The
mean,
houses that
you need
we
to help
buy-
family out.
The houses that we buy for you as our wives, as our girlfriends, Emil, I'm saying in case you have a man also, it is important to remember that it was impossible, should it have been that my mother just left me like Baxter. Do you understand? So, remember that. Don't look at my
Respect.
cars. Don't look at my house. Don't look at my title as a person and try to deassociate that from my parents. It will be wrong of you to do that unless otherwise I've told you so. Even though I can vent as my wife to you, keep the respect when you meet my family. Do not lose it. Because once you lose it, I highlight it. And need I remind you, blood is thicker than water. There is no other way I'll wake up just concording with you to attack my brother. No other way I would do that with my sister. Yes, they are toxic. And yes, my eyes are very open. Sometimes these sisters and brothers, they can be toxic. But the truth of the matter is that they are my mother's kids.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. So, very, you shouldn't get involved in all of that. I mean, if they're coming
Take
for you,
it, support me when I'm venting to you. It's okay. But it should end there.
should end
Don't
there.
act out.
or
Because
take
you're
out
excited
the
and you see
frustration
me that I have millions and whatnot.
and involve.
And then now you start acting out, trying to exclude them. I will kick you out if you are my wife.
My 2 cents would be you need to establish a communication, especially with Sabelo's mother. I mean,
not your job.
What your request of saying that they should announce and they should just let you know in advance before they come is similar like saying, okay, you before you go to Sabelo's mom's house, they're telling you that you must announce before
Listen,
you
you
come.
came here, you borrowed their surname, you took their surname. You are
Imagine
now
how
saying
that would feel, because at the moment that's not required of her. Sabelo's mom just wants her to show up, right? And she doesn't want to do it. Okay, she's not ready or whatever her excuse is. But imagine if Mama Sabelo was like, no, Makoti, before you come here, you must let me know in advance.
I don't know. I don't care how beautiful you are. If I have money, a lot of money, and you feel that I'm important for some weird reason, because of that, maybe, without you saying it loud, I'm gonna be able to figure that one out. And once I figured it out, I'm gonna make you sweat for that money.
And I know some people are gonna try and twist this, but it's okay for you to have that request, and it's your house. But you are a stay-in girlfriend in somebody's house, and you're telling them that their family should make. Don't you find that weird? I found it weird. I'm like, that's not your place.
That's why Sabelo is not wanting to finish this process, because he's looking at that. What the hell? Can you imagine if this person is rightfully?
If they are really, really married and they're the wife and they've got 50%,
Uzonyiwa kakhulu.
Hi, Gcina, Sabelo's family. If they want to visit, they must visit. Don't interfere with that process. It's unfair. So, yeah, now Sabelo also requested her to not judge him, because sometimes he has fun with the guys and he comes home late. So it seems like Gcina is the calling type. She will call 15,000 times and ugupi.
I cannot rub the effect of what Gcina said when he said, "Can you imagine if Sabelo was to pass away?"
Oh, that other episode.
So it makes sense for Gcina to call the asset all the time and make sure that the asset is safe and be around.
But now I don't believe in that. Now I believe that a man who loves you will respect you. Just give them their freedom and their space. Not to say that they must cheat. But if unamajita, I mean...
I don't enjoy a woman who would call me. Mangte ngavaya. This thing of being called
stifled every 5 minutes. You're on the phone, baby, and now I can't do it, guys. I don't know what. Maybe there's something wrong with me. But whenever a man is out, they're out. They're gonna have fun with their guys. Let them do their thing. They know where home is, Akir.
Exactly.
They know where home is and they'll come when they're ready. I don't like calling 15,000 times, checking on a person as if they're a child and they don't know their way home or something. That's not my vibe. So I wouldn't encourage it, because it just brings a bad vibe. Next thing I'm phoning, like, you hear a voice of a woman in the background, and then the next thing you're panicking, you're like, you're cheating, and then you like, no, just let him be. So Nkuli also got a visit from Gcina while she was trying to bond with Nkuli Gcina this scene, and she visited her in the bedroom, and we find out that Nkuli has a 4-year-old daughter, okay, and she also works in Sabelo's business, and she requests that she and Gcina go out for a spa treatment, because Gcina was like, okay, what do you want to do? That vibe, it was like she was trying to bond with her after a very long time.
Now we understand why Gcina has not kicked out the Nkuli girl, because we thought she was a sister.
Yes, I thought she was Sabelo's sister or niece. I thought she was Sabelo's niece. Kanti Ngani, she's Sabelo's daughter. I was so shocked. And she doesn't rub it in. It's been how many episodes?
A lot of them.
She doesn't rub it in the diary sessions. She's never rubbed it in that actually Sabelo is my dad.
We only knew today just because the mother came.
The mother came to the show. So Mam Konto and her sister, as well as Sabelo's older sister, were talking. And the sister brought up that issue of Prophet at the time Sabelo consulted. And the Prophet actually said that after they get married, they were going to have issues in their marriages. After that, there's a spell that was cast on him by one of his exes, and apparently they don't want him to get married to anybody. So Mam Kanto Usi, and now she doesn't like this thing that Sabelo, every time he lobolas or starts the lobola process, he separates. It's like we are lasha. He breaks up with the baby mamas. That's why he has a lot of baby mamas. So they're trying to get him help. And Mam Kondo says that Gcina needs to realize that this family is her family, actually. And she needs to fight for it and hang in there and be patient. Okay, which is something Gcina doesn't want to do.
My advice to the family is that wait a bit for Gcina to be kicked out and then take whatever out that Sabelo had. That spell.
So Nkuli's mother came to visit. Her name is Kanyisile. And so that's how we found out that actually Nkuli is Sabelo's child. I was so shocked. The way she's so humble. I mean, I know other daughters would have been giving Gcina grief. You understand what I'm saying? So she's extremely humble. In fact, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her for keeping the composure under the circumstances. So she says that she's worried. Umama kaNkuli is always in the house. Ugada bantwana.
Instead of working, gaining experience.
Going to work and getting her experience, because that was the arrangement. The reason why she's living with Sabelo, it's actually because she's going there to work in her father's company. Right, so
and then the mother is disturbing that whole process.
And she thinks that Gcina is young, and she asked them, how is she as Makoti, And it seems like Mam Konto is not happy. She says that not yet. She doesn't even make them tea yet. She's not ready. She's still young. They're gonna wait on her to be ready. And Mam Konto says that if she could go back and choose Sabelo's wife, she would choose Ukhanyisile. Sabelo's mom actually wishes Nkule's mother was her daughter-in-law, because she grew up in front of them and they are used to her. And she says it's unfortunate that you can't choose for your son. They choose who they want. Ooh, I felt like, mama.
Those were shades for days.
Gcina lapha khona, if she watched that episode.
She's red in it.
Angifuna ungasho. If Gcina ubuke leya episode, and if she hasn't watched it, she shouldn't watch it, because it's going to trigger her. Okay, because she's been hinting that Sabelo's sister is talking to Sabelo's baby mamas. They always say that the other baby mama is better. So I'm getting the sense that this is the baby mama that Gcina is actually threatened by. And Sabelo's sister says that what is stressing her more about the situation is the issue of abantwana, the kids. Nkule has to come back from work and still have to cook and do certain things in the house. And Nkule's mom says that she doesn't have a problem with Nkule cooking and helping out, because she's a child and she needs to learn how things are done at home, right? But not when Nkule is tired after a full days of work, okay? And Gcina is at home and has been at home the whole day, and she also has a helper. She shouldn't be stressing umntana. She shouldn't be stressing Nkule after she's back from work. So previously, when Gcina visited Nkule, I mean, you could sense that in that bedroom that there was an offish vibe. And she even told Nkule to cook. In fact, forced Nkule to cook. And Nkule, you could see that she doesn't want to cook, but she doesn't want to disrespect Gcina, yabo? So she feels also like Nkule is afraid. Umama Nkule feels like Nkule is afraid to tell her some of the things. Okay, and then Sabelo's sister says that she feels bad that Nkule's mother has to be the one actually noticing all of these things that she doesn't know how to fix. Because remember, they can't talk to Gcina. Every time they talk to her, she cries.
Yeah, she cries.
So they can't even talk to her and say, Bonda, there's a problem here, and so they can't do it. So I see another tantrum coming from Gcina. Honestly, I have to be honest, it's coming, and she's not gonna be happy after what she just saw on the show. And she's always vele accused them of going behind her back and speaking to Sabelo's baby mamas. They have to. I mean, they have kids. Mam Konto has children. Okay, he has offspring. Ifa of them Konto family. I mean, Sabelo's the only son, so she must not have a healthy relationship with them children and their mothers.
She must.
I got no choice. You understand?
But what if this is the very same person who made sure Sabelo does not get?
What if?
What if? It's a big
It's
one.
a what if, because the prophet did say that
She's
person
present for my liking. Where are the
she's
others?
too present. Where are the others, ne? But the others are with their kids at their homes, and apparently Sabelo fetches them when he wants to see them. Because even Kule, after that spa massage thing, she was asking Gcina to organize all of the kids and show them that she appreciates
Ngule,
them.
it was very alarming that Ngule is actually pointing out to that Gcina must take care of these kids, which is what I said last time.
And I was also shocked to find that they don't live with the kids. So it's like
They only needed this one because she's going to be helpful.
yeah,
She's old.
Yeah. She's a nanny and everything else. She
Yeah.
fills in the gaps.
She's a stay-at-home. She's a what? Overnight nanny.
Yeah, overnight nanny when they want to go out, maybe. I don't know. Now, Sabelo's mom took it there. I'm like, yo, is this a strategy to kick Gcina out or something? What is going on? It threw me off my seat. She asked Nkule's mom if she can advise Gcina on how to treat her husband and his family. I'm like, yo, 4:10 in Luyawa. What is going on? What is going on? And then she says that if the family fights, you have to remain humble. This is Kanyisi. Makoti, you know, and you can see she has a ring on her finger, so I don't know whether she's married or not. And Mam Konto says, you know what, they still love her. She was so humble. She comes from a good family. And she got up, girl, fast. I think in intelligent. Mama, we positive. Is right. I'm like, Joe. Gcina is gonna be upset with this. I don't know whether you guys did it on purpose or you are just sending a message to her that, you know what, girl, pick up your socks. Yeah, I was like, yeah, Isaac-Kala, Gcina, go visit that lady. Show her love, okay? Show her love. That lady has the keys to your marriage. I know you don't want to accept that. But Sabelo loves his mother. He does. And you need to understand that. That's all. I was like, guys, I'm kind of started. What did you think about that mess? That lady being asked for advice, marriage
the
advice.
mothers are like that, in a sense. That's it. There's camera now. And most mothers actually go like that. They do that. And more so if you show some disrespect. We are seeing that, in fact, with Udokuzana, Umfanalo, Uhlehle. It's the same vibe with Uhlehle. Yeah. So, I've had that, I think.
And how did you feel about Gcina at that spa thingy they were doing while she threw a jab at?
Yeah, Gcina is not a person
Sabelo.
who's gonna be favorite as such. She speaks a lot of.
Atuya Posa.
Yeah, she's
Okay, even if we are Posa, Gcina, what's the
I don't
problem?
think Grandma may oppose.
Even if we are Posa, like, what's the problem? Unless if you're trying to insinuate that Posa Gabi or something like that. So I find it very I'm like, okay, where did that come from? So Ntombi also got Lobola, or they proposed that the process for Lobola began for her. I'm not gonna say she's not done. She's far from it, but the process has begun. Okay, her uncle apparently is able to officiate marriages and can also do counseling. So the rules on how she needs to behave and how she needs to put Jesus first. You know, talking to her in a sober manner. I was willing, Mr. Anonymous. I was like, yo, kanana. I wish I had uncles who could talk to me like this. I did. I was like, yo, don't be so lucky. This man is so chilled. He's such a vibe. Yes, Tadukulu de Jesu the Bible, but yeah, he's sober, man. He's sober. So Isugula Lobola la figa, and they had to point out Undombi. And then there's a part where they're like, no, we didn't choose her because of her feet. We actually want to see her face because she was covered with a blanket. What was that all about?
No, it's just a game, man.
It's just a game.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were saying that they charge 9 cows, and they say they usually request 11 cows, but because she's no longer in Tombi, The 3 cows, they will use them to buy furniture. And then there's also one.
No. 9 cows. It's 11 cows. 9 cows because of inqutu is normal.
Okay.
Inkomo ekuthiwa ke inqutu. Bese kuthi ke ushuthi there was that discount of, in a sense, of saying that because we know what she has given birth and it's not your kid, in a sense, that 9 cows. And then they said, well, 3 of those 9 cows, 3, you guys are gonna buy yourself a furniture.
Oh, so
we
3
are
of
not
the
going
9
to buy a
cows.
furniture because sometimes they can take it all and say if finishes or thengwa yithi thina basemzini.
Okay.
Sizofika nayo. But in this case they are saying thengelani untombi mayefika untombi angithi.
Yes.
Umthengele ife furniture ya abo azothengwa yini. So so therefore
6 cows.
they have actually it's 5. It's 5 that they need to pay.
Okay.
I don't know what the 9th one but basically they
There's
are going
one
to pay 5.
of the uncles also. They said there's 1 cow for the uncle. What was that about?
I want to uzoyibiza ngenkomo kamaluma ngiyazi.
Inkomo kamalume.
Or inkomo kababa.
Oh.
In this case ke
Yeah, kamalume ngoba
looks
umama.
umama uzalele ekhaya konina. Then inkomo kamalume. That is the 6th one. Yes. Inkomo yomnumzana. Iyona ke bayikhiphila ngithi inkomo yomnumzana.
Yes.
So minus that one.
Okay.
So I process yalobola iqalileke.
Iqalile. Okay, so Mama Antombi also liar, and encourage her to continue respecting the family, even if she must know that, marriage is not child's play, okay? And she shouldn't tolerate ill treatment. So she can always come back home if things she feels she can't tolerate. She grew up as a Christian. She must be bringing warmth and love into the family. She must treat them how she was raised. Okay?
I fully understand the rest of the things that were said earlier are correct. What is wrong is to say when you're advising someone who's going to get married to say you must come back home. There's no coming back from to come.
That's what the uncle
home.
said. Utagabui. The uncle did say, I tell you,
Asibuyi
I'm not coming
inkomo.
back.
Mawuzothatha ingane yakho kusho ukuthi neinkomo komele uyibuyisele emuva.
I didn't know we have to say
And
that.
ayikho into enjengaleyo. Ingane yakho mayibuya kusho ukuthi wena uyakhela umzi, lo mzi futhi kube ungalapha esuka khona. There is no such thing as coming back.
But mothers feel the need to say that because,
Not mothers, town mothers.
Okay.
The mothers I know they don't say it.
Now I would say it to my child. Kuraf, mntana, come back home.
Ingakho ke ngibona nje.
Come back home, my
Speaking of
child.
which, there is a relative at home. Not a relative, actually ugogo wami omdala, omncane, sorry. Wahamba yogana. Wabuya emendweni, wakhandiswa umuzi eceleni as umthetho usho njalo. Lo mzi owala oganele khona. So what happened? They didn't take care of those. They ended up moving inside the yard. So now what happens is, as they move inside the yard, ingane that was born by ingane kagogo, which is my aunt, ingane ka aunt, in fact, yalotsholo. Isilotsholo kuphi manje?
Inside the yard.
So they had to move out and resurrect that house that they left and do everything there because it's unprecedented that in fact, even to make noise and have slaughtered cows in it's wrong. It's wrong.
It's wrong. You shouldn't have.
We are not even. I didn't go.
You didn't go
because we are not even supposed to accept that.
Wow.
What am I gonna say?
To idlozi.
I'm negotiating for gogo walotsholo wagana wathelwa ngenyongo. Negotiatela izizukulwane zakhe.
No, that
It's
would
not
be
my
a
position.
mistake.
Don't they were supposed to go be la ubagana khona bebiza umuntu wakhona oyedwa ukuthi awuzosinegotiatela la. Noma usibongo fana ke. Okuyena ozoshisa impepho.
Okay, it makes sense.
Because nimesa
Logically.
up izinto. Next thing ingane umshado usheshe ingane ziphelelwa umshado because that's what now we are doing. Nikhipha ingane endaweni wrong. Zakhishwa kudala lezi ngane la ekhaya mara nizoyikhiphela la ekhaya futhi nizohlaba imbuzi la ekhaya nizothetha idlozi la ekhaya. Uyayibona ukuthi messed up kanjani.
It's true. It's painful, but it's true.
So leyo nto leyo nje impela igcineni ukuthi manithi ni advise ingane ukuthi hey come back home. You don't come back home. Uzobuya mawubuya umkhulula umendo mntanami sizokubeka lapha ezaleni izala ke ila ukuchitha khona ke umlotha. Ila sichitha khona umlotha la ekhaya thina abantu bala ekhaya. Kunendawo esesithi masikhula esasichitha kumlotha ke. Uma ngabe kubasiwe nje umlotha bungachithwa nje egcekeni. Ukuchithwa le ngaphandle onqinqemeni izala la khona ukuchithwa khona umlotha okuba sifike sikhulekele lapho sisho cha nathi ingane indawo lena sihambisa njalo mahala inzalo yethu yebo kodwa yagana yahamba lenzalo so manje sicela ukuthi ke niyibeke lapha ivuse lo mze yagana kuwe ngoba asikwazi ukuyifaka la ekhaya sayikhipha ngebhokisi
vele masothelwe ngenyongo
angeke sikufake la ekhaya
masithele ngenyongo
uzosibulalela nje into zethu ngoba next thing uzogcina ufuna ukuthinta umsami nalezi ingane zakho zangaphandle
ingakho nomfazi kamsele kuloya umdala bekathi yena uyokhanda uyayazi kahle ukuthi even if things were to go wrong she can't go back to her home
no uyokhanda umuzi wakhe
makes sense it makes sense So Ntombi also was talking to her friend about how two-faced Maskay is. According to her, she feels like Maskay uyamshintshela mayino gogo bafuna ukuimpress ugogo. She just changes whatever they were talking about in private because when they're talking in private, everything is cool, is the vibe, she's supportive, she's even giving her advice, you know? And then also the friend asked Ntombi ukuthi, what about those curses? I also felt like she was being cursed. Mam Tembu felt like she was cursing. She was cursing the poor girl, but she says she's not worried about the curses. She feels like they're not gonna affect in any way. And with regards to sending money or sending the groceries, she says she never makes that mistake. So she actually goes and buys Umam Tembu a grocery every single month. She makes sure of it.
Ikhesi ke mntana miyahlala iyastika into kumele igezwe impela because if anything happens vele wahamba lo mama ingageziwe you will still need to do it. So ikhesi nje iyahlala kasi umuntu omdala ke khuluma egcekeni ozoganela kulo noma ngesilo legceke lan khona lamaza wakhulumila wamahle kahle umuntu omdala ingane isazozalela izale ingane zala ekhaya awamahle kahle lawo mazwi akhulunywa umama khombisa ubungane kwayena ukuhlaza nje because you can tell ukuthi because akagananga therefore there's always something about those people.
They are angry.
But now the words that they utter,
use,
they are sharp like a knife.
Nama, I felt it. I remember I even brought it up. I'm like, why does it feel like just throwing a curse at the poor girl?
She did. And she's gonna need to do cleansing with that girl.
Ngapha ugogo ngapha, she doesn't want to give uNhlanhla the blessing. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. They just need to free their hearts at this point because what's the point of throwing all of these curses? They're going to make Mzwagele's life difficult.
Exactly.
Is that what you want? Is that you want him to suffer for marrying Ntombi? You guys need to calm down. And also, she's saying that she's relieved. Umama Ntombi, Ntombi had to break the news to her that she's been cohabiting Nonhlanhla. you know, and everybody didn't know. Her uncles didn't know. So her mom is very upset. And she's saying, now we have to call the uncles and renegotiate because now this is wrong. Something that shouldn't have happened. And why did you keep quiet? I'm your mother. Why didn't you tell me? She was very upset. Yo, she even threw her out. She's like, Soga la pamguam, Soga. But she is saying that she's relieved because she's not pregnant. But she was rather upset. Moving on to Lorna now. Yeah.
There is nothing much to say about Lorna in a sense. But
There's
you
nothing
can
much.
say it's birthday.
Ngani, everything looked cute.
They don't have content.
Everything was so nice. She's trying her best, you know, to give her child that love and to not feel the gap that Ubaba geko. Because Ubaba blocked the phone. Ubaba was supposed to help out with the birthday and he just decided to block. He doesn't have money. He doesn't want to say that I don't have money. I don't understand.
How do you know that?
I don't know. Like kwenzakalani vele because
So you're
Lorna.
alleging then.
Okay, I'm alleging. Okay? You're gonna fight for your main.
No, I'm not fighting for my man. I'm just saying. If
Like kwenzakalani. Why say
if
call
you are
me?
going to say things like that, and this person sees this video and sues you, what are you going to do?
It's a show.
Yeah, but
not
it's
re-
not part of the show, the man.
But he did call Lorna.
Yes, but it's not part of the show.
Then why did he say to Lorna that I'm gonna call you back? I'll see.
Because Lorna called. Lorna, kind of... Either way, even if he is part of the show, to go to an extent of saying that he doesn't have money.
But
we
he
don't know.
was complaining in the call about money. He was complaining
He
about
said
it.
he doesn't have money.
Yes, he complained and said no, right now he doesn't have the money.
Yeah.
So what is wrong with that? If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Yeah.
But
I'm
blocking
just saying,
a
I'm
person,
saying to
not
protect,
answering their phone calls.
to protect
That's
this
mean.
channel. Let us allege, because we don't know.
Okay, allegedly he doesn't have money.
No,
Are you
cool.
happy now?
Yes.
Gosh. So Sipho uya Lobola and he forgot to withdraw money because he forgot his phone. And now the limit is not allowing him to withdraw money and he's to go over Masesi and pay Lobola. He's now does Sipho wanna marry Masesi?
I think so. Let's see what happens next. Like, I'm not gonna preempt the SIPO issue,
All right.
but I think he's there now.
But yeah, I was also happy that Lona's mom bought Lona's daughter a bicycle and a pink one. So now I understand why Lona doesn't want to break that relationship because she showed up, you know. She did something for her granddaughter that's nice. So I was like, okay.
Why should you buy your mother?
What do you mean?
For your mother
by-
to show up, why should you compromise certain things just because you want your mother to show up? Your mother should show
Compromise
up.
what?
Your mother should show up anyhow. My mother, I know for sure, even if I was to now decide to go and do something wrong, she will show up. She doesn't need to threaten me so that now, okay, my life now must be painted in a certain way because I want my mama to be part. No. You don't need to blackmail me. If you go there, I want... That's not mothering.
Okay, guys,
And
that's
it's
it.
not worth a pink bicycle, by the way.
That's it for this review. Tell us what you think in the comment section down below. And until next time, bye.
Bye.